Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of DeLoreanTech, and here we are at DeLorean Motor Company Midwest in Crystal Lake, Illinois for their open house. So this is VIN 1021. This is Mike's personal car. Mike here from DMC Midwest.
So of course we want to thank everyone for coming out. I just thought for those of you who don't know me or Susie or our staff, I thought I'd just spend a few minutes talking about us. So first we have here is Tristan. Tristan's been with us for about 3 months now. He's an incredibly mechanically inclined guy that we're happy to have, and he's planning to go to school for aviation mechanics. Work on some going cars until then. Next is Alex Sosa. Alex, when did you start with us?
June of 2013.
2013. So he started hanging around when he was 10 years old. He would drive a go-kart in the parking lot of the old shop. And and eventually Dave and Julie hired him, and I was lucky enough he stayed on. He stayed with us all through college, working with us in summers and whenever he could. Real hard-working kid. He's got a degree in mechanical engineering and has moved on to bigger and better things in Crystal Lake here, but we still get to have him in every once in a while, do odd jobs for us and help us out with our open house and stuff. Next we have Jake. Jake's been with us for a little over a year, right? Year and a half, all right. And Jake's going to the local McHenry County College for automotive technology, so he plans to make a career here. And another young guy who's coming up and incredibly mechanically inclined, and we're lucky to have him. Next we got my right arm, Jason. He's been with us over 10 years. And if you guys have had your car serviced here in the last 10 years, Jason has done it himself or managed the shop and overseeing these young guys, bringing them up. Next we have Stephanie, and anyone who calls here knows Stephanie, so she does all the answering of the phones, she takes care of all your parts orders, and she's kind of the face of the shop, if you will. And then last but not least down there is Kevin. So Kevin is an owner of two cars that he's restored himself, and done a frame replacement on a rusty frame car and a complete rebuild on a barn car, and drives 2 hours each way to come spend 1 day a week with us. And he's just got a positive energy like owners that's nice to have around the shop. And then on the end there is my daughter Amy. She's 13 and can't believe how quickly she's grown up. And then I just definitely want to make a mention of, as most of you know, Dave and Julie Swingle, who started the shop in 2007. I worked for them for 9 years, and then we transitioned in January 2016. And and then Steven, who flew out from Texas and is always quick to answer the phone and give me technical advice, business advice, and just wanted to. We're grateful for everyone, and let's eat.
So we're going to start working on some cars here as well. This is turning into a little bit of a tech day, actually. So there's some AC work going on. People are exposing their VODs. And it looks like Mason here is going to be doing some hardcore cooling system work on the car here. So we have put the car here on an incline, so we don't get a really bad leak on the asphalt over here.
Have you had the video yet for how to burp coolant?
How to burp coolant? No, I haven't.
Nope.
We should do one.
Oh, we are about to burp some coolant.
Do you have the little valve in there? Toby's valve or whatever?
No, this is without Toby's valve.
Oh, this is without Toby's valve.
This is the bare knuckles way of doing it.
Okay.
Your overflow is full, right? Or
it's
equalized full?
It's about equalized, a little over the top fill feed.
Okay.
So for your viewers, just to explain, Todd, there is a connection pipe lower down on the feed line we're going to be removing a clamp and then lifting the small hose up so we can keep it above the radiator and burp out any air that can be in the system in the front radiator. Once that's done, we'll...
Whoa, you got a lot of air in there, Mason.
I do?
I can hear it already. Yeah, listen to that.
Ooh.
You hear that?
That might be the 134A can.
That might be the can, yeah. No, he's blasting out 134. That's illegal.
Almost
The
had you
EPA
there.
is going to come get you.
Almost had you there. Okay, and here we are with Anthony from DeLoreanTech, and he's going to talk to us about his 3 favorite VINs that he voted for in the DeLorean car show.
Yeah, so, let's see. They all include these 3 cars right here, 1, 2, and 3. And I'm gonna go by order, from 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. And I think 3rd place right here definitely belongs to Diane.
So VIN 6138.
Yeah.
So why do you like it so much?
I mean, just mostly the modifications. Love this this thing.
Oh yeah, the ground effects, yeah.
The other cars have it too, but it's just like how clean it is, you know. The engine, it's really nice too. It's really cool. And you see they have
The embossed lettering right there, yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's
DMC.
very cool.
I mean, it's just how clean it is. It's just in such good condition, you know.
Yeah, it looks brand new.
It's so classic, but it's just like it came right out of the factory.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. Well, yeah, that was 3rd place, and then on to 2nd place for mine is this one right here.
Oh, this is Tamir's car, yes.
Yep, Tamir's car. And as you know, Tamir is the creator of Framing John DeLorean. He did an amazing job on that, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Reasons why I like this car. Obviously, I love the black seats and stuff, the black leather.
Oh yeah, the black and gray, yeah, and kind of mixed interior.
If I were to get a DeLorean, I would get like a black interior. And then, not many other modifications to this thing, except I think the one thing that sold it for me are these headlights right here.
Oh, the headlight covers, yeah.
It almost
That's
looks
pretty.
like an undercover vehicle. It looks sick.
Yeah, it's definitely retro right there.
And then, 1st place here goes to Anthony.
Anthony Zamfoti, yeah. Zamfoti from
Has all the
Instagram.
stuff in here.
Yep.
Fully black interior, this one, so
Yeah.
it's like even better. Really good condition. You can see he keeps it clean. Love this black. And then it also
Oh, the
has
white
that.
stripe. Yep. Ground effects too. Yeah. Same ground effects here.
As you see, he tags his
DMC Time Lord. Yep.
DMC Time Lord.
And he's got the Island Twin Turbo.
Oh, yes.
Look at that.
This, probably the best part of it. Twin turbo.
This thing's got some serious
Thing's got
power.
some
There's the
power.
turbos down there.
And it sounds amazing.
Yep.
Sounds very crisp. I've loved to ride in this thing, man. And obviously he has all these cool collectibles in here
Yep.
with Marty's camera and his hoverboard and pretty much everything here. Got his
Got the flux capacitor.
capacitor.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wonder if that doubles as a subwoofer because he's got a subwoofer box kind of behind it.
Oh yeah, that'd be funny.
All right, man. Thanks for sharing your 3 top DeLoreans here at the DeLorean Open House car show. Really appreciate it.
See you guys in the next video.
So Marty McFly's 4-wheel drive Toyota extra cab pickup made it to the DeLorean Open House as well. This is a really cool replica of Marty's truck from the Back to the Future films.
This is sort of an interesting angle because Zach found it to be very therapeutic. That's not the first time I've seen this because I've several of the former employees who I'm friends with, they had a very hard time thinking about coming in and seeing the car. And I would reassure them, tell them that it's going to be a lot of fun, it's a great group. And then finally, after enough convincing, they would come very trepidatious and I'm there, no, I'm going to be there. It'll be okay, it'll be fun. I would tell them, I have this collection. I don't have it displayed. I can't have you to my home to see everything. So essentially, this is like, it sounds so corny, but inviting you to my house. We can have dinner, you get to see the stuff, get to talk to you, and each one work through all their personal issues from the company over the time.
Yeah, there's been so many different people that Matt has brought from the DeLorean community, primarily from DeLorean Motor Company, the original employees, management staff. The one person that really sticks out to me is Nick Sutton. Nick Sutton always loved the DeLorean automobile, and he always thought that he somehow wanted to keep that pure. He wanted to always have just the memories of the DeLorean, not necessarily the memories of Back to the Future and how things change with the DeLorean. It was always how he had worked on it start to finish. And I know just to get his opinion to be much more flexible over time, it's been a metamorphosis, really. And
I spent years trying to convince Nick to come to the show. I met him. We emailed a lot, pretty often. I would encourage him. He would say, no, I'm not interested. I didn't know. I was hammering him on this side. His wife, who he met at DMC, and they are still married today, Phyllis, she was trying to convince him on her end. I had no idea. And he tells the best story. Next time he's here, you have to get it, where his kids were watching Back to the Future in his house, and he said he couldn't stomach it. So he peers around the door frame, and he glances at the TV and then looks back, and then he's like, well,
You took your battery, right?
and then it just kept, and then he came to the first show, and he did the presentation. It wasn't, he was a little missed, but
I had my eye on it
Ken
until I had to go take
calls
a picture.
me, he goes, who is this guy? Where'd you get him? He's amazing. I want him back. Everybody was hanging on his every word. Now he's a staple. Hey, Nick, can you make this show? The first thing he says, Pog's going to be there. and he told me it helped him work through a lot. He didn't even say the word DeLorean for years.
Really?
Yeah, until I met him.
and you badgered him. Once you badgered him and you got him to a couple of shows, then what did he do? He wrote a book.
He wrote a book. That's right. I kept telling him.
It got to
"You
the
gotta
point
write a
where,
book."
we just convinced him that you have too many stories to keep locked up there. And, we convinced, collectively, we convinced him that he needed to write a book. And, even the first couple of chapters he sent to us just as a draft, we were like, all right, this is going to be a page turner. This is going to be great, and we've had him out to several conventions since then, and even to one of the open houses here where he did a book signing. So,
And then Colleen Booth, John's second personal secretary, I was encouraging her. She's like, I cold called her. She says, well, who are you? Do you know anyone? I'm friends with Bill Collins. She goes, all right, well, let me call Bill. I'll get back to you. A few days later, I get the call. I say, Bill says you're the best person. You're the nicest person. She goes, definitely, whatever you want to do. So she goes, well, I'm a little worried about this presentation. Well, what am I going to do? I said, just tell about your normal day. She goes, why would anybody want to hear that? I said, because you're working with John DeLorean and Bill Collins.
And you're the secretary, and the secretary knows everything that's going on in the office.
And what's your normal day? You come to the office. What do you do first? You put your jacket down, you make coffee, and then that just led to these really cool stories that she was telling.
Yeah, one of the ones that I really like is
The picnic.
No, her memory for numbers. She was literally like a human Rolodex. So when John needed to call somebody, he would just buzz out to her and say, get so and so on the line. She didn't even have to look it up. She knew the numbers, dialed it, and punched him right in. So it was great. She knew everyone. The right contacts at the right companies.
She was old school.
Yeah.
She told me she felt so bad. She had, I don't remember the details, handwritten notes that John had done. She felt it was too sensitive to get out, and she just sat there and methodically tore it into small pieces to destroy it because she didn't have a shredder.
Wow.
And it's like, that's some
That's
real
dedication.
loyalty.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, thanks for bringing your collection out, at least a fraction of your collection.
Very
as I
small.
understand it.
A fraction of the collection.
My pleasure.
I think I speak for everybody here that we really appreciate your contribution at DCS.
Thank you.
And I personally really enjoyed looking at the stuff you brought out. So thanks again.
Hopefully next time I'll shake it up a bit.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks again.
Thank you.